Dom here from Essential RC. You're joining us on a lovely summer's evening here in England. Very rare thing, we get it once every 10 years. But it's a nice evening to demonstrate to you the QIDI 580, this new RC airplane. It's actually a scale Cirrus SR22, an airplane that exists in full scale. It's available in blue or green, but it does need a little bit of assembly, and this is what you need to do.
So the box has all the specs on the outside, but take the components out and this is what you have. Laid them out on the table. So top left you've got the manual, bottom left you've got the radio transmitter, just needs 4 AA's, and then you've got the components of the airplane itself. So you've got the wing, the fuselage, which both have the electronics already installed in them, although we're just going to have to connect up the 2 leads from the wing into the printed circuit board in the fuselage for the lights and the aileron servo into the receiver. And then we've got landing gear, spare propeller, the LiPo battery, flight battery, the USB charge lead, and the bottom right we've got some little components like the tail wheel and a special tool to open the canopy to put the battery in. So the radio transmitter that is included is very basic, but the thing to point out is that this has 3 different flight modes controlled by the switch, 3-position switch on the top right, and then on the top left you've got a function key button which I think will enable you to do loops and rolls at the click of a button. So just giving you a quick close-up look at the components. So you see the fuselage here, all the electronics already installed. As I said, it's made from tough EPO foam, so it'll be very resilient to any knocks that we might give it, and the scheme is already applied and all the stickers, so nothing to do to that out of the box. The wing is made of the same material. The servo is already in place and already connected up via the push rods to the horns on the ailerons, and then you've got the USB charge lead and the flight battery, and this is the spare propeller and the mains landing gear. Let's put this together. Okay, so the first step is to connect up the 2 leads from the wing for the ailerons and the lights into the circuit board inside the fuselage that you're looking at here. The lead on the left is for the ailerons. The lead on the right is for the lights. If you refer to the instructions in the top left of page 5, you will see the little diagram that shows the layout of the plugs in the circuit board. This is before and this is after you have plugged in those 2 leads for the ailerons and the lights. Then attach the wing to the fuselage. You'll see the wing slides in at the front into the fuselage and then is held down at the back to the fuselage with the provided screw. Use the included screwdriver. Next is to attach the mains landing gear to the fuselage. The wheels and the spats are already attached to the landing gear wire, so find the slot in the front of the fuselage and push the wire in firmly. You see here it's about halfway in. You need to support the fuselage from underneath with your hands and push it in very firmly. You should only see the angle piece of the wire, not the straight bits, but you will have to push quite firmly to get it in, so try and do that without damaging the fuselage. Then the tail wheel, and this was incredibly difficult to get in. You really do have to push very firmly to get this in place as I've shown it here, but wiggle it very slightly, little by little, you will get it into place in this position. And here it is, all ready to go. Let's return to the flying field.
So with that done, we're ready to fly. The battery obviously comes with the USB lead, and we have that in here. And there's the recharge lead. Interestingly, you get a little tool here to undo the hatch. Whoops! If you come a little bit closer, you'll see that you poke it where you've got these little white bits here, and you poke it in here and then you latch it up like that on either side. And then it's open, and then we can put the battery in. Tuck that in there. Let's make sure we get the cable out there first. Do that. Then we turn on the radio. Make sure the throttle, the left stick is down, and then plug this in. Tuck the wires away, and then put the canopy back in place. And just a little bit of pressure on either side and you'll hear it click back in place. Okay. Check everything's working. Up and down on the left stick to arm, and we're ready to go. We've got 3 flight modes. We've got novice 6G mode, which I'm guessing will limit the bank angle that we've got and won't allow us to roll or pitch to inverted. We've got an inverted flight mode. That's I've not seen that before. And a gyro auxiliary mode is 0. I would guess that means it turns off all stabilization. Anyway, let's take it out and let's give it a fly. Alright, so it does have wheels, and they're not small, they're not micro wheels, so I'm going to try and take off from the ground. Here we go. Grass is fairly short. You never know. I'm starting off in novice mode. Oh, okay, little tufts of grass are tripping it up. Yeah, so won't let me pitch to inverted, definitely. Right, so this is the auxiliary mode. And I think stabilization is completely off now. What? Right, I'll come in for a landing. Oh, it's on its wheels. So in novice mode, in that stabilised mode, you get quite limited bank angle, but if you use rudder, then it's fine. It will fly within our little flying field here. The gyro auxiliary mode turns it off completely. I tried inverted flight mode and it didn't do anything. So I'll be back for another video to try that out. But thanks for watching. The link is in the video description and the pinned comment. There's no doubt it's a good looking aeroplane, but I think we're going to need to do a second fly test to get the true features demonstrated out of this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.